Good morning. Today is Saturday, September 18th, 2021. Welcome to Column Hinge at Alpha Omega. We're located halfway between Death Valley and Las Vegas. Halfway between Joshua Tree and Area 51 in the Mojave Desert of the Southwest United States. Bishop David Griffin is on sabbatical today. I'm Witch Queen Leslie McQuade, and this is the Lost Magic of Jesus Revival. Today I've brought you out a little bit early. We're getting ready to have a storm here in the desert, and I wanted you to see the rainbow. Can you see it? It's very, very faint, but we do have a rainbow this morning. Quite beautiful. Comes right down on top of Shadow Mountain. How spectacular. You have found your way to the most unusual ritual magical practice on the internet. This is the Lost Magic of Jesus Revival. And why do we call it that? Because according to this document found in Egypt, written on papyrus in Coptic, claims to be the secret instructions that Jesus gave to his disciples, both male and female disciples equally, that taught them the methods Jesus himself used to heal and to perform his miracles. It was written that all those who studied with Jesus would be able to perform the same miracles as him and even more. Those are the magical instructions that we have found, and using modern anthropological methods, we are reconstructing this ritual sequence. Today we'll be performing the 21st Treasury of Light. The first book of Iaoe lists 60 treasuries of light, of which we have about 20 that are in good enough condition to use. There's a large chunk that are missing. Those are still being looked for. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful sunrise this morning, isn't it? Look at all of that. And the color is just spectacular. Just spectacular. Well, let's get started. The sun is the dispenser of light to the earth. May the living light of the God force inflame our souls with abundant life. Our destiny lies amongst the stars, and to the stars humanity shall ascend. Take a nice deep breath and feel into your body. Breathe deeply. Feel each breath as it moves into you. Follow your breath as it spreads throughout your body, nourishing each and every cell. And as you are breathing deeply and feeling deeply into all the different parts of yourself, visualize yourself as the tree of life, however it is you imagine that tree to be, and grow your branches up high into alpha sky. Drive your roots down deep into omega earth. I call on you in the east, alpha. I call on you in the west, omega. I call on you in the north, alpha. I call on you In the south, Omega. Alpha et Omega, the beginning and the end, and the passage of time between. Sunrise and sunset, and the passage of the sun between. Birth and death, and the passage of life between. Welcome back to this amazing ritual unlike any other, designed to teach you how to absorb the light. And here, gathered in this temple made of land and air, we reach out with our energetic bodies into the energetic field, and calling out with our whole selves, we reach out into the invisible. Watchers of the 21st treasury of light, attend. O Zaz, O Zaz, Eoes, Eoes, Azaias, Azaias. Let the watchers withdraw, and let us enter into the 21st treasury of light. And these are the names that are in the places when they sing praises to my Father, and He gives light power to them. O mighty angel, bright and shining in the honored place of the East, we call out to you by your ancient and secret name, Zozozei. Zozozei. Great and shining angel, oh, how we adore your company. We are so pleased that you will join us in our circle today. Zohozai. Zohozai. And we continued our journey, telling the angels how beautiful they look today. Thozazaksai. Thozazaksai. Naozai. Naozai. Marazaz. Marazaz. Ozaaz. Ozaaz. Ozeaiea. Ozeaiea. Oza, Oza. Oza, Oza. Oshozoza. Oshozoza. Ozeaiaos. Ozeaiaos. Naieozaze. Naieozaze. Aenazaz. Aenazaz. And so we completed our journey through the places, having called each of the mighty angels in their proper places and proper ranks, until at length we came into the place of the midst, the place of the center, the place of the middle, the place of perfect balance and equilibrium, the place of the Father of the treasury of light. O Father of the 21st treasury of light, we call out to you by your great and secret name, Oazai. Oazai. Let the divine light descend. It is the intention of this ritual and our fervent prayer to establish human freedom worldwide. Put an end to slavery in all its forms. Grant us a pro-human future. Restore the purity of our air. Restore the purity of our water. Restore the purity of our food. Restore the purity of our medicines. Protect the integrity of Homo sapiens' genetic code. Protect the integrity of the United States citizens' vote. And one last intention I will add today. May God grant that the liars who seek to hurt us are discovered and brought to justice. All these things we ask in the name of the living Jesus. Amen. So mote it be. Take a moment now to again feel into your body. This ancient magical rite we are doing together helps you experience more God Force energy within yourself. As you have more God Force energy within yourself, so you yourself become more divine. And what does it mean to divine? To divine means to know what's going to happen next, to be able to anticipate and see the future clearly. That's why it's called divining the future. And why things like tarot card reading and palm reading are called the divinatory arts. Because it was believed for tens of thousands of years that these are genuine gifts from God. And it is my firm thesis, my firm hypothesis, from all the research that I have done and the study that I have done, I clearly see that just as today, when so many who are in power take that which we know is good and they twist it and manipulate it against us, they weaponize it against us. Do you think it was any different in the past? The Hermetic maxim is as above, so below. Now I tell you, take that same idea and now alter it 90 degrees, not as above, so below, but as in the past, so in the future. This is what I want to alert you to. We are experiencing the same fall that Rome experienced. Remember? Read your history books. How did Rome fall? Rome fell when the rulers of Rome decided to leave it unprotected and allowed the barbarians to pour through the borders. Because we all know that without borders, we do not have a nation. A border is what makes a nation. A wall is what makes a home. A fence is what makes a property. It is by our boundaries, by these liminal zones, that we come to understand one thing from another. You cannot have a nation without borders. It is impossible. I tell you, my study of hunter-gatherer culture throughout the 40 to 60,000 years that Homo sapiens have been breathing on the planet, we enforce borders. Do you think that nomadic tribes don't have borders? If you think that, then I tell you, you are uneducated and have not done your research. Borders and boundaries are what keep people safe. Borders and boundaries are what define one thing from another. If you did not have the boundary of your skin, you would not exist. The boundary of your skin defines that which is you and that which is not you. We must make these distinctions. It is important that we remember. What does that mean? It means to put back together. Remember. We have different members of our body, our arms, our legs. If we are dismembered, these things are separated from us. When we remember, we bring them back together. I beg you to remember yourself. Remember your nation. Remember your constitution. Put these things back together within yourself, because as within, so without. If you have no boundaries, no borders within yourself, this is what we see. Do not allow people to walk all over you. Enforce your borders. Stand up for what is yours, American. Americans, stand up today. You are being warred against. And just because you don't recognize it doesn't mean it's not happening. It just means you're ignorant. Ignore, Ant. It means that you are ignoring something. Listen to your language. Pay attention. There are so many lessons there. If you will simply open your eyes to that which you can see and have ears to hear the message. How many times Jesus said to his disciples, "Those with ears, let them hear." What did he mean by that? He meant that within everything he says, there is a second message, a hidden message. What? An occulted message from Jesus? Yes, Jesus had secret messages, but who did he give them to? He gave them to the people. The disciples got the full, unfettered, genuine, pure transmission from the mouth of Jesus to the ears of the disciples. And the disciples spread that message to the ears of those who were ready to hear. The parables were only meant for those who were not ready for the full truth. You today are ready for the full truth. The full truth is that we are at war. War has been declared against us. And unless we stand up and defend ourselves, we shall fall. Stand up today, America. Stand up and declare that you will not go down into that quiet good night. You will stand and fight. We will fight in the plains. We will fight in the mountains. We will fight in the rivers. We will fight in the cities. We will fight in our homes. We will fight in our schools. We will fight in our government offices. We will fight wherever the fight takes us, because we will not shirk from the fight. We recognize that it is here, and we are ready, because we are armored with the light of God, and we recognize that when evil is upon us, our only decision is to fight it with everything we have. And go out into this good day and fight the good fight. And that good fight means being filled with God force energy. Filled such that you can see the messages of God clearly. All this we ask and more, because we are in love with God. We are in love with Goddess. We are in love with life and all the joy that life brings. Because with each and every breath, we bring more life into ourselves. And what is that life called? It's called the God Force. Thank you all so very much for coming out and being a part of this with us. If you'd like to know more about this mission, you can find more at alphaomega.church. In addition to learning more about this important mission, you'll find our course offerings where we teach you other techniques of absorbing this light power. Also, if you feel so moved, this is the time that we hand around the electronic collection plate. If you feel so moved to leave a donation, you'll find the donation button there. All of the monies that you donate to this church go to further our mission, to bring the lost magic of Jesus back to this earth so that we will be ready when the Master arrives. Thanks again for coming out today. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to spending time with you again tomorrow. And as the Bishop always says, have faith and expect a miracle. And until we have the pleasure of each other's company again, may the God Force run strong within you. And, as always, may your magics work better than expected.